How often do we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of delay? We know we have important tasks to do, deadlines looming, yet we find ourselves putting them off, choosing instead to scroll through social media, clean the house, or engage in any other activity that helps us avoid the dreaded task. This is the procrastination trap, and it's a common experience that can lead to stress, guilt, and even feelings of failure. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we delay even when we know it will only make things harder in the long run? The answer lies in understanding the psychology behind procrastination. It's not simply laziness or poor time management, as many might believe. Procrastination is a complex interplay of emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. We all procrastinate to some degree. It's part of the human experience. However, when procrastination becomes chronic, it can have serious consequences for our work, relationships, and overall well-being. Understanding why we procrastinate is the first step to breaking free from this counterproductive cycle. By recognizing the triggers, acknowledging the emotions, and developing strategies to overcome procrastination, we can regain control of our time, reduce stress, and achieve our goals. Procrastination is not about laziness or a lack of willpower, it's an emotional regulation issue. We often procrastinate because we seek to avoid negative emotions associated with a task. Perfectionism, for instance, is a common driver of procrastination. The fear of not meeting our own impossibly high standards can be paralyzing, leading us to avoid the task altogether. Fear of failure is another culprit. The thought of not succeeding can be so daunting that we avoid even starting the task. Sometimes it's simply the discomfort of difficult emotions that we're trying to escape. Tasks that evoke anxiety, boredom, or frustration are prime candidates for procrastination. Furthermore, procrastination often stems from a miscalculation of time. We tend to be overly optimistic about our future selves, believing we'll have more time, energy, or motivation later. This future self seems like a separate entity, capable of handling the task with ease, while our present self wants to avoid the discomfort. Finally, decision-making difficulties can also contribute to procrastination. When faced with too many choices or a complex task, we might feel overwhelmed and choose to avoid making any decision at all, leading to further delay. While procrastination might offer temporary relief from negative emotions, it comes at a steep price. The short-term comfort of avoidance is quickly overshadowed by the long-term consequences of our inaction. As deadlines approach and tasks remain unfinished, stress levels rise. What was once manageable becomes a source of anxiety and worry. This stress can manifest in various ways, affecting our sleep, relationships, and overall well-being. The guilt and shame associated with procrastination further compound the problem. We berate ourselves for our lack of discipline, adding to the emotional burden. This negative self-talk can create a vicious cycle, eroding our self-esteem and making it even harder to tackle the task at hand. Moreover, procrastination can lead to missed opportunities and regrets. When we consistently put things off, we limit our potential for growth and achievement. The project we were too afraid to start, the opportunity we missed because we didn't apply on time, these become missed chances that can haunt us. Procrastination is not a one-time event, it's a cycle that feeds itself. It traps us in a pattern of delay, stress, and guilt. We seek immediate relief through distractions like social media. But as deadlines loom, stress and anxiety increase. Breaking this cycle requires confronting our emotions and thought patterns. Section 5. Identifying your triggers. To break free from the procrastination cycle, we need to understand what triggers it in the first place. By identifying our personal procrastination patterns and the emotions associated with them, we can start to develop strategies for change. Start by paying attention to the tasks you tend to put off. Are there any common themes? Perhaps you avoid tasks that require a lot of effort, induce anxiety, or evoke a fear of failure. Once you've identified the types of tasks you're most likely to procrastinate on, delve deeper into the emotions associated with them. Do you feel overwhelmed, inadequate, or bored? Recognizing these emotional triggers is key to developing effective coping mechanisms. Keep a procrastination journal to track your habits. When you catch yourself procrastinating, jot down the task, the emotions you're experiencing, and what you're doing instead of working on the task. This will help you identify patterns and gain insights into your procrastination triggers. Another helpful exercise is to analyze your procrastination style. Are you a deadline-driven procrastinator, thriving under pressure? Or do you tend to avoid tasks until the last minute, fueled by anxiety? Understanding your procrastination style can provide valuable clues about the underlying reasons for your procrastination. Section 6. Breaking free. Small steps, big impact. Overcoming procrastination is not about making drastic changes overnight, it's about taking small, manageable steps that gradually shift our behavior and mindset. One effective strategy is to break down large, overwhelming tasks into smaller, more approachable subtasks. This chunking technique makes the task less daunting and provides a sense of accomplishment as we complete each step. Set realistic goals and deadlines for each subtask to maintain momentum and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Another helpful approach is to focus on just getting started. Often the hardest part of any task is simply beginning. Instead of aiming for perfection or trying to tackle the entire task at once, commit to working on it for a short, defined period, say 15 to 20 minutes. You might be surprised at how much you can accomplish once you overcome the initial resistance. Remember, starting is always better than not starting at all. Creating a dedicated workspace can also be beneficial. Having a designated area free from distractions can help signal to your brain that it's time to focus. This physical separation between work and leisure can enhance concentration and reduce the temptation to procrastinate. Section 7. Taming time, conquering tasks. Effective time management is crucial for overcoming procrastination. When we have a clear understanding of our time commitments and prioritize tasks effectively, we're less likely to fall prey to procrastination. Start by creating a realistic schedule that allocates specific time slots for different tasks. Break down your day into manageable chunks and assign tasks to each time slot based on their importance and urgency. Employ time boxing techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work on a task for a set amount of time, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short break. This structured approach can improve focus and prevent burnout. Prioritize your tasks using methods like the Eisenhower matrix, which categorizes tasks based on their urgency and importance. Focus on tackling high-priority tasks first and delegating or eliminating tasks that are neither urgent nor important. Remember to schedule breaks throughout the day. Short breaks can help you recharge and maintain focus, preventing decision fatigue and reducing the urge to procrastinate. Finally, be flexible and adaptable. Unexpected events and interruptions are a part of life. Don't be afraid to adjust your schedule as needed, but always have a plan and stick to it as much as possible. Section 8. The power of rewards and self-compassion. Rewards and self-compassion play a significant role in overcoming procrastination. When we reward ourselves for completing tasks, we reinforce positive behavior and make the process more enjoyable. Set up a system where you reward yourself after completing a task or reaching a milestone. It could be something as simple as taking a break, enjoying a treat, or engaging in an activity you enjoy. Just as important as rewarding progress is practicing self-compassion. Procrastination often stems from negative self-talk and feelings of inadequacy. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when you make mistakes or experience setbacks. Remember that everyone procrastinates sometimes, and it doesn't define your worth or abilities. Instead of dwelling on past procrastination, focus on learning from your experiences and developing strategies to move forward. Celebrate your successes no matter how small. Acknowledge your efforts and progress and use setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. By cultivating a positive and supportive inner dialogue, you can overcome self-doubt and build your confidence to tackle challenging tasks. Section 9. Conclusion. From procrastinator to producer. Procrastination is a common struggle, but it's not an insurmountable obstacle. By understanding the psychology behind procrastination, identifying our triggers, and implementing practical strategies, we can break free from the procrastination cycle and transform into more productive and fulfilled individuals. Remember, overcoming procrastination is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks along the way, but the key is to learn from them and keep moving forward. By embracing a proactive mindset, developing effective time management skills, and practicing self-compassion, we can reclaim control of our time, reduce stress, and achieve our goals. Procrastination is not a character flaw, it's a habit that can be changed. With conscious effort and a willingness to confront our procrastination patterns, we can unlock our potential and live more fulfilling and productive lives.